Welcome back to Rand on Real Estate. My name is Greg Rand. This is 77 WABC, and we're also broadcasting on WABCRadio.com. Our number here is 800-848-9222. We want to take your calls. I want to answer your questions about any place in the country. That's my specialty, is digging into different markets and teaching you how to read the tea leaves on what's a good market to invest in and which ones maybe to stay away from. I want to tell you a little bit about some things that we have on our website that I want to direct your attention to. We're doing a survey right now, and I want to invite you to go to ownamerica.com, O-W-N America, as in how awesome is it that you can actually own pieces of the country that you love. Go to ownamerica.com, and you'll see on the homepage there's a blog posting that has a survey link. Please take the survey. What we're trying to do here is understand better the nature of the investors that are out there, because, as I mentioned in the previous segment, a lot of people just think that real estate investing is about finding a steal and flipping a property, and they don't realize that there are a lot of people that are quietly securing their retirement. There are people that are taking my advice and buying a small investment property for each of their children's college funds. It's called Have a Kid, Buy a Condo. That's what I did, and it's a really, really great plan, because go to your uncles, your aunts, your parents, your grandparents, everybody who's so happy about little junior or little juniorette before the kid gets an attitude, before the kid's a brat, before the kid grows up. They like them the most when they're really fresh, and that's when you go to them and say, look, I don't want you to help me send this kid to college in 18 years. I want you to help me do it now. Pool your money, buy a small property, and what you've done then is planted a seed, all right? And the beauty of Have a Kid, Buy a Condo is the right way to invest in real estate is to anchor your investment to very, very important, passionate, long-term goals that you have, okay? Having a kid and then having $250,000 to send him to college, either you have three options. Either you're going to save $1,000 a month forever, and if you do that, you'll have enough money to send him to college, or you're going to wait, and then your life is going to be on hold when that kid goes to college, because you're going to be paying out of your bank account, scrapping money together to write these big checks, or you're going to saddle them with a mountain of debt. So when they get out of college, they have tons of student loans. The fourth option is to buy a very small, inexpensive as you can investment property and let that thing mature as the kid matures. 18 years is a long time. We're going to have a big real estate boom between now and 18 years from now. I promise you that. And so the survey is all about getting information about you, about what your thoughts are on the real estate investment subject. Obviously, it's free. It's anonymous. Go on there, ownamerica.com, take the survey, and while you're there, bounce around the site. What you're going to find are some analysis tools, something we call the case study calculator that allows you to punch in numbers on assumptions on a property that you might want to consider investing in, and looking at 30-year projections on how much equity you would build if your assumptions held true, how much cash flow you would generate, and the internal rate of return. Actually looking at, if you bundle together the money you make from appreciation, the equity you build through paying your mortgage down, and the positive cash flow you generate, and you compare that in any given year with how much money you've invested, you can get an internal rate of return, a percentage. And you can see that, people know that real estate builds wealth. They know they don't know how, and they don't know why. But you know what? It's not magic. It's not the tooth fairy. There are combinations of forces, appreciation, amortization, and cash flow that coalesce together to produce fantastic returns. But part of the reason that we don't understand how it exactly works is that we don't have a statement. There's no number that somebody gives us saying your investment property returned you 8.7% last year. The internal rate of return calculator, the case study calculator, gives you that number. And you're going to be amazed when you look and see that a steady, solid, reliable investment like a piece of real estate in a city or a town that you trust is going to produce for you, in a lot of cases, double-digit returns, and in a lot of cases, pushing 15 to 18% annual rates of return because of the combination of low rates, low prices, and upward pressure on rents right now. So play with the toy. That's what it's there for. It's a phenomenal learning tool. If you picked a real property and messed around with this case study calculator, your intuition grows. You begin to see that as you lay down a baseline and see the charts, then you tweak your assumptions. What if it appreciates a little faster than I assumed? And you watch the way that changes the results over 30 years. If you're a real estate junkie like me, this is catnip. You're going to love it. So go to ownamerica.com, take the survey, play with the toys, send me an email. We also have a course on there. We have a 4.5-hour investor course that you can take for free. So there's a lot of cool things on the site. Enjoy it. Let me know what you think, and become smarter about this asset class. Because let me tell you, you can get rich. A lot of people do.